Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Fesco Kitchen. I am Shari Fesco, Children's Librarian at, as you can see, the Southfield Public Library. I always forget which side to point on camera. And I'm so happy to be with you today, baking a yummy holiday recipe. And I can tell you, it is going to be, ta-da, easy apple cinnamon bread. And I want to shout out my colleague and friend, Kelly Rembert, who sent me this recipe because it's super easy and I'm all about super easy. I'm not as much of a scratch baker as Miss Ashley. I do some scratch baking, but not a lot. I'm all about super easy. And this is easy. So great for a breakfast, especially a holiday family breakfast, holiday brunch on New Year's coming up. Great for a New Year's brunch with your family. And we're not doing huge gatherings, but for your family, for a small gathering, because it's not a huge loaf. So it's really a nice size for a smaller gathering. Let's get started. First, we're going to talk about our ingredients. I'm going to put those off. I'm going to use paper towels so I'm not touching the keyboard because I don't like to have dirty hands. All right, here we go. So for this recipe, you need 1 to 2 apples chopped. They recommended in the recipe, this one here, and I'll have the link. The link's probably in the description. Should be. 1 to 2 chopped apples, and the recipe did suggest Granny Smith's. That's what I used, and it tasted pretty good in my sample. 1 tablespoons brown sugar, 1 tablespoon brown sugar, half teaspoon cinnamon, and a 1/3 cup of water. You're not going to see that water in use today because I already used the water. And I'm going to tell you what I did with it now. I put it with my chopped apples because you do need to core your apple and chop it, just like I did here. And I mixed my cinnamon. I used pre-mixed cinnamon and sugar. And I just kind of guesstimated. I didn't use the exact measurements they did down here. It worked in my recipe in my last time I made it, so I think we're good. Here it is, all cinnamon and sugared up, all chopped up. So that's set. I'm going to take the ingredients down so you can see what I'm going to do next. Here are my cinnamon rolls, because that is what you need as well. You need a can of cinnamon rolls like this. You can use scratch cinnamon roll. If you're like Miss Ashley, you can certainly make your own cinnamon roll dough and use it. I prefer Pillsbury, and that's what they recommend in the recipe too. But you can do it however you like. If you're a scratch baker, go ahead and make that dough. So this can is 8 cinnamon rolls. If you use the grands, then the recipe said just use 4. What you're going to do with those cinnamon rolls, and I'm going to move my screen here and show you what I did. You can see they're cut in half. And I'm going to cut this in half right now to show you how I did it. Don't do it this way. I started out and cut it the wrong way. And remember, I'm supposed to do like the recipe says and cut it like a sandwich. So let's do that. Let me grab my knife out here and I'm going to cut it right in half like a sandwich. There you go, like you're making a cinnamon roll sandwich. I'll add those pieces. All right, now I'm going to bring my screen back up. Use my paper cut. Hello, hello again. All right, so I've got all my cinnamon roll pieces. I've got my apples. And now, this is the fun part. Now I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to build a tower. So, let you see what I'm doing again. So you're going to take a little bit of your apple mix, put it on here, not too much. I want to overfill it. And we're just going to keep building that tower. Yeah, not more than a couple pieces per slice. These aren't huge. Cinnamon roll has, since I didn't use the grands. All right. Oops, escapee. Oh, we're getting a little taller. I smashed it down a little because I don't want it to fall over. All right, keep on building. Keep on building. It's kind of like, as I was making it the first time, I thought, this is kind of like that game you used to play, Jenga, where you just keep on towering and hope it doesn't fall. So that's what we're doing here. Almost done. Almost done. Okay, we're getting there. Several more. Moved it to the center a little bit. Okay. You can see I'm just piling the apples on. Whoa, don't let it fall. It's okay if it falls. Like I said, not much of a scratch baker. But this is a pretty easy one. The trickiest part is just, keeping it and not overstuffing the apples. I think that's good. Okay. Now, these are the ones I didn't cut in the right direction, so they're not going to be perfect. But you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect, right? I know there's a lot of perfectionist bakers out there. As long as it tastes good, I think you're in good shape. I mean, I know a lot of people love beautiful, and beautiful's good, but okay. So now we're going to, oh, I forgot to do this. Got my pan here, and I'm going to spray it down. Okay, so my can gave out. So I'll just wipe it around the sides. All right, so my can is nice and buttered, and now I'm going to take my tower. Make sure there's no paper towel on it. And put it in to the pan, just like that. And go preheat my oven to 350. So you're preheating your oven to 350 degrees. Move the screen back. Hello again. So I've got my loaf. And I will put it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes or until it's browned on the top. So I'm going to go put that in the oven. And put all my stuff over to the side. I used cooking spray. This is actually butter substitute cooking spray. It works pretty good. But you can use margarine or butter on your pan and just do a light layer on all four sides like I did. And this is what you're going to have when you finish. Ta-da! Because I made a sample ahead of time because I knew it wouldn't be done. I wasn't going to make you all wait 20 to 30 minutes. So there it is, a holiday cinnamon apple bread for your holiday brunches or breakfasts. And when this gets out of the oven, because you'll see it's got the nice shiny icing on top because yay for Pillsbury, it comes with its own icing. And you just spread it on top. I did it when it was still hot because I like it to drizzle down the sides. So I hope you enjoyed this holiday bake-along. I wish you a happy and healthy new year. And I look forward to seeing you all in the library in 2021. Fingers crossed. Bye.